what's going to happen, and you're going to land yourself right where you want to be, man. So I'm proud of y'all. Happy 100 shows, man. Kenny, you stop eating them damn cookies. And I love y'all, man.
Thanks, Key, man.
Why does everyone pick on me?
All right, John. I'm still listening.
All right, man.
All right, you know.
That's Mr.
The
CEO.
Panthers are probably going to win this week, too. Peace out.
Keith, good news. The GOAT, the legend. Appreciate him calling in. He usually calls in, but yeah, man. So back to my story, which is actually a good stopping point. Shout out to Keith.
Oh, what? Sorry, I fell asleep.
It's crazy because I'm always the one that's skeptical about everything. That's just who I am. But when we walked into the Good News radio station, I left here gleaming, happy, excited, ready to make a move. And Kenny was the one who's skeptical, which, if you know Kenny, he's never really skeptical about anything. He's actually...
You said skeptical, dog. He can't say skeptical.
I'm actually just slurring my words because I'm drunk, but yeah, go ahead.
You drink a beer.
You're dry snitching again. Here he goes. Kenny
He
the
just
dry
snitched
snitch.
on me.
God damn it, I want to get to my story. Let's get to the caller. Touchdowns and tangents. Give us your name and location.
Nick Seacom.
Oh, the original.
Hang up on me again.
The original
Hey, Nick.
first caller.
Nick, I'm running the boards. I won't hang up on you.
Thank you.
He'll just eat all the cookies.
I appreciate it.
Shut the fuck up, Ryan.
Hey,
wow, Kenny.
I just
All
wanted
the
to
cookies
call
are
in.
gone.
I was the very first caller, and I did get
87
rejected
cookies
within
here.
30 seconds of calling in. And I've been listening to your podcast for the last 30 minutes, and I do want to say that congratulations for making the 100th episode. I know I've given Pete a whole bunch of shit within the last couple of years about his podcast, but I've definitely seen the changes, and I've definitely seen the improvement, and it all sounds good, and what you guys are doing is great. So
Thank you.
I'm very appreciative of your guys' work, and I think you guys are doing a great job.
Hey, shout out to you, Nick. We love you, man. We appreciate you. We know you be working hard in the gym. You be making moves in the media,
Keep giving Pete
advertising, stuff like that. So shout out to you, man. You've been making moves. I'm proud of you too, bro.
And I think a big part of this is just maturity. Like a year ago, I was a different person than I was today, and so now I'm starting to really appreciate what people are doing and see the work and the time and the effort that they put in, and it's all in good faith that I know you guys are doing well, and I know karma's going to hit back at you one of these days, and you guys are going to make it big.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. We're gonna come to you for some ad sales.
Definitely. And some workout tips.
Nice. I've actually got some leads from different podcasts who been wanting to get some exposure with billboard advertisements. So maybe you guys that's your guys' next step once you guys get a little bit more funding.
That's what's up, man. Thank you for calling in.
We appreciate it.
Hey, no, but I had a serious question though.
Go.
Should I hang up on him now for
So
dramatic effect?
I've actually tuned in to the Clipper game. I know
We are
I'm
too.
really gonna fucking hang up now.
Yeah, we are
We're
too.
watching.
We're watching
Go
it too.
Kings.
And I hate Sacramento, but go Kings.
Go Kings.
No, but seriously. So with the surprising start of the Clippers being what 14-6, 15-6, whatever their record is,
14-6.
The first
do you
seed.
think this is the right move? Do you think this is the right move to have a whole bunch a team of deep role players doing well instead of kind of falling short, playing the middle, tanking, and hopefully getting a good pick of, a plethora of different picks for the 2019 draft?
Well,
do you think they should continue to do
No.
that?
I like how Pete just went first.
Here's the issue with all
You
that.
should trade for a superstar.
The Clippers lose their pick if they make the playoffs. So that's number one an issue. They give it to Boston due to the Doc Rivers trade,
Why does
which is
Boston
still
own
trash.
everybody's
Oh, you're right.
picks?
You're right. You're definitely right.
So that's kind of stupid about it. And number two, it's like, yeah, Shai is great, but is he a franchise player? I don't know. And then you got all these other aging guys who are going to get off. And as we know with the Lakers, getting a free agent isn't guaranteed, and it might take you 3 seasons. So
Nobody wants to go to the Clippers. Let's be real. Everybody.
I don't know. Kawhi wants to go there.
They want the glamorous.
Kawhi has New Balance
The
for- he
glamorous
doesn't know what he wants.
lifestyle of being with the Lakers. Let's be honest.
The Clippers should
Well,
just
this team
sell
co-
high.
They'll go playoffs. in my opinion, but they should tank, in my opinion, because
They should get Zion
they should get Zion. Exactly.
and LaMelo the next year.
They have to build. They have to build through the draft.
LeVar Ball.
Package up a couple of their players for a couple draft picks for next year's draft as well.
Ball.
Talk about the bottom of the bungalow.
But this Clipper team reminds me of the Atlanta team where they had Jeff Teague, Kyle Korver.
That's actually a good
with
comparison.
the five All-Stars.
And then got
All
Yeah, with
all
the
their
five
stars.
All-Stars. No one expected them to play this well, but they play like a team.
Yep.
But you know what happened? They didn't go far in the playoffs.
Exactly.
And their team quickly dispersed into other roles where Atlanta is in the position they are right now.
Look at them now.
Luckily, they got Trae Young as a pick, but they were pretty garbage for a couple of years after that amazing the amazing season they had with those players.
All right, Nick. So real quick before we hang up on you, you got to do 3 things. Number 1,
Yeah.
you got to shout out your favorite brunch spot. Number 2, you got to shout out your favorite lift right now. And number 3, you got to shout out your social handles.
This is your favorite lift.
That's just
What
him
was
not-
the number
not trying
2
to
one again?
expose his own-
Your
What'd you
favorite
say?
lift.
I don't think he want to hear. I don't think he want to tell his side of the story.
He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to tell.
Nah, man, I'm just making up
About
the
the
universe
Clippers?
right now. I'm giving Nick his plug from 9 months ago.
You ass.
I appreciate that. Favorite brunch spot right now? Man, there's too many brunch. I don't have a favorite
Social
brunch
stop.
spot.
Social R10 Social Lounge.
Day drinking spot.
You know me. I like my Santa Monica West Side girls. I'm gonna have to go with the bungalow.
My
The
God.
bungalow. Oh man. Oh
You
man.
know me.
Them day party bungalows. Those day party bungalows. They're legendary.
Yeah. You got it.
If you've
And
never
then
gone, you got to.
social media apps, NICK.SICAM. I'm pretty positive there's no beautiful women listening, but if there are, check me out.
Damn.
You know where to find me.
First off, my mother's listening, you asshole. Now I'm gonna hang up on you.
I thought since I came on, you know,
not a girl,
they'd
though.
follow. They would follow. They would follow.
Oh God! All right, man. On that note, have a good night. Thanks for calling in.
You too.
Y'all nasty.
You too. Congrats again, guys.
Thanks. Have a good one.
Yeah,
too.
man. So
Tell your punk ass story, Pete.
shout out to Nick Seaga, man. My boy, my brother. One of the dudes. One of the first people I ever met at CSUN, man. Really put me on. Really showed me some shit. Really, we have some great fucking memories that we halfway remember.
God damn it!
Hey,
Oh, see what happened? You scared the caller away.
No, I didn't even press anything.
it's Jordan. It's Jordan.
Thanks for ruining the surprise. Hey, turn your life down in the background, caller. What's your name and where you calling from?
Jordan Ball.
What up? It's Jordan.
Oh,
snitching? Why you snitching?
Jordan Ball. I'm
shit.
calling from Lincoln Heights.
Jordan, bro, he's
Jordan.
snitching worse than Tommy on Power, dog.
Yo, hold on. I gotta address something first before. What's up, Pete?
What's good, Jordan?
What's good, bro? Hold on, I gotta address something. Kenny, stop slurring your words, bro.
I'm drunk. Don't worry about it.
What you drinking on, yo?
Bruh,
A lot of Jack
You
and
should have
whatever
been
else.
here.
Yeah, where you at, bro? We over here watching your Kings.
That's
nasty.
Yo.
Watching Bagley go to work in the post.
Bro, that's our Kings.
Wearing 35.
Yo, I'm not gonna tolerate that disrespect. But nah, I wanted to call in and say
Talk
it's
about
crazy
Ohio State?
because,
Oh.
The JETS?
no.
The
Talk about-
JETS?
Listen,
Right.
let me.
He
give
slandered
y'all-
J. Cole,
let me
too.
give-
Bows?
Hold on. Let me give y'all flowers now before I go in on y'all.
Start with kindness.
Exactly. Start with kindness, then you're gonna get this flurry. But I just want to say it's crazy. I was listening to another one of my favorite podcasts, the Joe Budden podcast, and they just had their 200th episode.
Yeah.
And seeing that you guys are on 100 and remembering how you guys started, it's crazy to think back. So it's like, what will you guys be in another 100? You know, so like keep doing what y'all doing. Kenny, I don't know what to say about you, bruh. I don't know. Only because
I'm a wild
like,
boy.
you lost cause. Listen,
What did he call me? Call me a lost cause?
I'm glad.
I'm going to get up and leave.
listen, Only because you wilding right now. Calm down. It's 100. Congratulations. You got 100 more to go.
It's like when we thought we was done running laps
for 100 more. You about to end the night tonight. Like
I work tomorrow, so it's cool.
Damn,
I'm enjoying this moment.
100. Jordan says it's ending at 100.
Yeah. I got work. I gotta wake up at 3 a.m.
Nah, shit. I got to work at like 5 o'clock tomorrow p.m. I'm good.
I got it at 9 a.m. So.
No one asked you, Brandon.
But you know.
Shit.
Oh man, I don't even want to
Hey,
say
but
it.
real quick, so you gonna address your
Jets?
Buckeyes or your Jets? What's good?
All right, one.
They gonna lose to Northwestern.
Do you guys have the horns or something to play for the Kings of the Big Ten? Okay, hold on.
Plot twist.
Who do you guys think? No, I'm gonna ask you guys a real question because I'm taking my bias away from it. Who do you think should get that 4th spot? Ohio State or Oklahoma?
Honestly, Ohio State, because
OSU.
Actually, no. I think UCF should get it.
Obviously, if Oklahoma beats Texas in the Big 12 championship,
They only have 10 teams in the Big 12.
Low Northwestern.
That's fucked up. They gonna
who
bang
goes?
on y'all.
Yeah, they gonna bang on you.
Northwestern's gonna bang on y'all and then get you
And pay their
Hell
players.
no.
And
Hell
pay their players.
They're gonna let all their players get businesses so they can make money, and Ohio State gonna be broke as fuck getting
Hell
NCAA.
no.
And Urban Meyer just gonna be scheming everyone.
You need to go listen to my rant on Zach Smith a couple weeks ago. All the tweets he ran off.
Yo, I bet you a dinner.
I'll bet both of y'all too. Same thing. Ohio State
Jordan
is
bet
gonna
the
make
dinner.
the college football playoff,
Okay, here's my issue.
or they will deserve it.
They will deserve it. That mean they
And
gonna get it.
I ain't taking y'all to no restaurant. Y'all can get some little Jack in the Box type.
The cheapest man I've ever met. He's cheaper than me, and that's hard to say. By the way,
Nah, but for real,
Ryan's here too.
Again, I'm taking
Mancini's here too.
I'm still here.
He said shit.
Oh, what up, Ryan?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Listen, okay, no, Kenny, because I'm taking my bias away from this. Resume for resume. Who has the better resume between Ohio State and
agree
Oklahoma?
between those two teams, but here's the problem. First off,
Ohio State slept
Texas
through
has
the
more
first
money.
half of the season.
Kyler Murray's a Heisman candidate. Dwayne Haskins ain't winning the Heisman.
He's a Heisman candidate. What are you talking about?
He's not winning the Heisman, bro.
He
He's
broke
not.
all the Big Ten records.
I don't care how easy was that to do because they don't.
Except by Drew Brees years ago.
A couple weeks ago, the 90th episode, we had Pete's teammate who went to Indiana, and he said, "Yo, DBs in the Big Ten are slow as shit." So, I mean, it'd be different if this was
Michigan had the best defense in the country,
and they got waxed.
Michigan State
They got waxed.
Defense.
Michigan State is
By
trash.
us.
Michigan State
And
is
then
the
Ohio
most
State
trash
dropped 60
bowl
on them.
eligible
Dwayne
team out
Haskins
there.
is that good.
Drop 60
No,
on them.
Haskins is dope.
that good.
I'm agreeing with your offense, but your defense is trash. And the problem is,
Oh, our
Kyler
defense-
Murray's more
our
exciting than
defense-
Dwayne
no, no,
Haskins.
Okay, Kenny, our defense is trash, but it's not as
Basu.
bad as Oklahoma.
Yeah, because they play in the Big 12, but they only have 10 teams. But
No,
they're playing,
no. It's because Oklahoma's defense is historically
Hey, man.
terrible
I don't
in
understand
the last-
how. This is what pisses me off. I'm just going my fuck the Big 12 rant now. Texas is overrated and trash this year, but just because they
For
beat
sure.
Oklahoma like on a fluke, they get to possibly play for a playoff spot. When honestly, I think UCF would beat Texas ass if McKenzie Melton didn't have his leg destroyed. Like UCF gets no respect. That's wrong. Oklahoma,
UCF hasn't played nobody,
bro.
so they're
Look at
not
the
gonna
Big
get
12.
Yo, UCF
You can't keep saying
deserves respect,
they've
but
been
not
undefeated.
over Ohio State.
They've been okay. I get that, but let's look at first off. They play in the Big 12, and there's only 10 teams.
Alabama, Clemson.
Notre Dame.
If Georgia beats Alabama, they're in. They're
done.
going to lose. So
SEC overrated
Georgia,
too.
Easily.
so Alabama, Clemson, Notre Dame.
And
Who is
Ohio
that
State.
14?
Ohio State.
Oklahoma has more of a wow factor. Kyler Murray. It's
Do they?
politics. It's
Right now-
politics,
right
bro.
now-
It's
right now
politics.
playing.
If they beat Texas, the cachet of beating a Texas team that is back, and Sam Ehlinger, who's having a great statistical season, they're going to give it to Oklahoma.
I would accept that.
Who has
Because
been better in recent
we're
years?
We're playing Northwestern.
matter.
So and they're playing Texas. That's a better win.
Hey,
That's
Jordan.
the only-
Jordan, let me ask you this
But if you're-
question though.
But if you're hold on. If you're talking resume, Ohio State beat TCU in the second week of the season in Texas.
TCU
That's something
is.
Alabama.
Wait, hold up.
TCU bowl eligible?
Hold on.
Because Baylor lost to them
Alabama
and they're.